Have you ever wondered about those pivotal moments in music history, when a new sound emerges and finds its very first passionate followers? It is a fascinating journey to trace how a groundbreaking style starts to resonate, and who exactly is there at the beginning to champion it. When the first goth bands burst onto the scene, they were primarily embraced by existing audiences already steeped in the post-punk and new wave movements. These listeners were actively seeking music that was darker, more introspective, and stylistically adventurous than mainstream offerings. The core reason for this initial adoption lies in the deep musical and aesthetic connections. Early goth music, often called Gothic rock, evolved directly from post-punk. Bands like Bauhaus, The Cure, and Susie and the Banshees often blurred these lines, creating a continuum rather than a sudden break. The audiences who appreciated the experimental, often melancholic, and art school-influenced sounds of post-punk found a natural progression in the nascent goth sound. They were drawn to the dramatic lyricism, atmospheric soundscapes, and distinctive visual aesthetics that were emerging. This was not just about sound. It was about a shared sensibility. These early fans were often intellectuals, artists, and outsiders who gravitated towards themes of romanticism, existentialism, and the macabre. They fostered a sense of community in specific clubs, most famously the Batcave in London, which became a vital hub where these experimental sounds and styles converged and were celebrated. To better understand this connection, you can explore the discographies of bands from that transitional period. Listening to early post-punk tracks alongside their more overtly Gothic material reveals a clear lineage, showing how the sound evolved organically within a receptive cultural context. This exercise highlights the shared DNA that linked these genres. An interesting insight is understanding the post-punk diaspora, which describes how existing scenes fragmented and reformed around new sonic identities. The initial goth audience was not entirely new. Instead, it represented a segment of the post-punk crowd who deepened their engagement with darker artistic expressions. They became the foundational pillars, providing the critical mass and dedicated support that allowed goth music to solidify its identity and grow into a distinct subculture. Ultimately, the initial embrace by these open-minded post-punk and new wave fans was absolutely crucial. Their shared artistic curiosity and desire for music that challenged conventional norms allowed the first goth bands to find fertile ground. This early support enabled goth music to blossom from an experimental offshoot into a powerful, enduring, and globally recognized cultural phenomenon.